Hey y'all, it's me back with another video. I need to get a little intro saying thingamabobber thing for my live videos that's different from my pre-upload videos. But that's been my little saying for a long time. And I always say it. So that's that. So I'm gonna get started. People gonna come in when they come in. YouTube, I don't know. YouTube, I think, really trying to get people to. I don't know if I don't want to say they're trying to get people to stop doing lives, but I don't think they, you know, promote lives or send notifications to lives like they used to. Because I don't even be seeing half of the people that I watch when they go live. I don't see them. I never see them. I never get notified that they're live. They already be live by the time I get there. So I ain't gonna worry about it. If people come, they come. Um, if they don't, I will just upload this as a regular video. But I wanted to talk about some of the things that I have been seeing on social media. Well, on YouTube, not really social media, but like on YouTube. So this morning I got up and Adrian was talking about the whole Dalvin and Ellie situation. Don't even know Ellie's name. Keeps calling her Ely. Because she's never watched the channel. She's never watched Ellie. She doesn't even have a clue who Ellie is. But because she saw other people making videos about it, and you know how this whole YouTube game works. If a lot of content creators are making videos about something, it pushes that topic out into the algorithm. More people make videos about it, more money gets made around this subject. Adrian ain't crazy, okay? She may not be tech savvy. She may not know how to do certain things when it comes to editing and uploading videos and stuff, but she ain't crazy. She see people making videos about a certain topic and she jump on the topic. Now, mind you, she don't know shit about the topic, but she gonna jump on the topic nonetheless. So she was like, people really shouldn't even be talking about this situation. They should just leave the situation alone. And mind you, this is her second video about the situation. So if people shouldn't be talking about the situation, that includes you. Especially since, you may be this young man's aunt, but you ain't never spent no time with this boy. You don't know this boy. Adrian don't know him any better than the people that watch on social media like myself. She doesn't even have a clearer understanding about who he is than any of the rest of us. Even B Love was like, there's so many things about your kids you will never know, especially when your child is not living with you. And he's living in a totally different state than B Love. So it's stuff about him that even B Love don't know. So we know Adrian don't know, but she jumped on a bandwagon just like everybody else to make money off of the situation, or in hopes that, the videos that you make will garner views. Adrian ain't crazy. She just like the rest of us. But, for her to say, oh, well, people shouldn't even be talking about, well, that includes you. You shouldn't be talking about it either. If no one should be talking about it, then you shouldn't be talking about it. But yesterday, I was in someone's chat, and Lee Carson, who is a friend of Dalvin. Now, I didn't listen to the whole thing because, for one, it's hard for me to watch panels and the people on the panel are blacked out. You know, you only see their avatar, you don't see the actual person. So it's just a panel full of avatars and people talking. I don't do well like that. I like to see who's talking. Who is that that's talking, especially if I don't recognize the actual channel name. I want to see who the person is. And if they're just showing an avatar, I normally don't watch panels like that. And if people are talking over each other, I'm not going to watch that because it's too much noise. It's just, you know, when people are talking over each other, it just turns to static for me in my brain. My brain just won't process people screaming and talking over each other. I just check out immediately. But some of it that I did hear, I guess some of the ladies that were on the panel were upset with Nicole, of course. And it just made me think, like, why do people take this stuff on social media so serious? Like, to the point where you get upset and be cussing, and why? Why is this stuff so serious for some people? Like, do you not have a real life and, you know, stuff in your life to take maybe it's, you know, I don't know, child. Because I have a real life. I don't have time to, you know, be going back 2 years. Well, 2 years ago, she said this. And then she was with him. And then when she looked cross-eyed at him, and I can't do that. I cannot be remembering what someone said in a video or be taking snippets out of people's videos to put it together and no, this is what this meant because this was she said 6 months ago. I barely care about what these content creators said yesterday. So I definitely am not going to go back to 6-month-old videos or 4-month-old videos or 2-month-old videos. I mean, it has to be something really, really relevant for me to try to go back and piece shit together to make it make sense. But this Ellie and Dalvin situation is, you know, it's like the hot ticket. If you hear it clanking, that's my earring hitting my necklace. I didn't realize the earrings were that long. This whole Dalvin and Ellie situation is, you know, like the hot thing going on right now. Everybody wants to see how Dalvin is going to respond to what Ellie has said. And, you know, people are watching Ellie's Instagram, and I don't know, child, if they follow her on TikTok. I don't do all that. I'm not following you on multiple platforms to try to find out, you know, to get the tea. If you're not going to culminate everything in one place so I can just go to your YouTube and look at your videos, I'm not going to go to your TikTok. I'm not going to, hey, Moth Mama. I'm not going to your TikTok. I'm not going to your Instagram. Oh, we talking about Adrian Slays, Ellie Soul, and Dalvin, who is B Love's son. Well, I'm glad you came by, sweetie. We haven't seen you in a long time. What you standing in line at Home Goods for? You buying something? Girl, they about to open up a Home Goods by my house. And I'm going to stay out of there until we move. I'm not going in there. Because I know it's not going to do anything but piss me off. So I'm not even going to go in there. They will not see me. I'm not going in there until we find our house. But then we'll be moved. we won't even be in this area probably. But yeah, Home Goods is about to open up in what used to be Toys R Us, and you know how long Toys R Us been shut down. But it used to be the old Toys R Us store, so they are remodeling now. In Home Goods is about to, girl, the I'm not gonna go in there. That is how my willpower is set up. Because I know if I go in there, I'm gonna want to buy something. So I'm not even going over there. And the good thing is, where it's located is not somewhere that we go very often. That okay, so we go to this little strip mall, but it's on the back side, and we normally don't go over there because only thing over there is Bev Mall and TJ Maxx or something. Because I don't go in TJ Maxx that often, and like Office Depot, Ulta, and a couple of other stores that I really don't go to. So I ain't going over there. I'm not going over there because I know if I go over there, I'm gonna want to go in, and I just don't want to buy. We ain't buying nothing, Tina. Tina, we not buying nothing. Moth Mama just said that she at Home Goods, and they're about to open up a new Home Goods by my house, but I ain't going in there. Hey, I'm using the bushes listening, but I hope Dalvin don't reply. All they gonna do is chop that up. I hope Dalvin do. I want him to reply. Why would he not? Dalvin is a content creator. Why would he not tell his side of the story? Dalvin is not going to pass up a chance to make a video that he know is going to hit. This video is going to get views. This is why Dalvin has not released the video, because he knows this has to be very calculated, because if Dalvin says the wrong thing, he can kind of mess it up with the women that follow him. Dalvin's biggest his core audience is female. So you don't want to come in talking about what she did, she that, she blah blah blah. You don't want to do that because you don't want to mess up with the black women. If black women are your core audience, you cannot then come out and bash black women. If black men was my core audience, I could not make my entire content bashing black men, because I know that, I would offend my core audience. He trying to figure out what to say. He's trying to figure out what to say. He's trying to figure out how to say it. I'm pretty sure he's going to get whoever edits his videos. Okay, we got to make this look good. And he does. He has to make it look good, because Ellie's video was, even though it was not highly edited, her video was very simple. She did not bash him. She did not blame him. And she wished him the best. Now, her video has since been taken down. But there are people, I guess, who screen recorded her video before she took it down, because they are uploading like excerpts from her, just little shorts from the original video. But the video has been either privated or taken down off her channel. And I guess Ellie said the people that were supposed to see it done saw it. So I'm removing it from my channel. Now, I don't know if she'll put it back up later or what. Girl, I can't wait either. But you know what? We're not even looking right now until the interest rates come down. Because the housing market here in California, the housing market is crazy everywhere. But Yeah. We kind of in limbo right now until the market changes a little bit. But I'm grateful that we're not in a situation where we're homeless or, you know, in a bad situation. We're in a good situation. So I'm not going to complain about that. Sheila D said, I wish they had made a breakup video together. I don't think that would have been good because I think if they had made the video together, then Ellie would not have been as vulnerable and honest as she wanted to be. Because Dalvin had a presence that I really didn't like. He would I've seen videos where he would kind of it seemed like he would be trying to exert his dominance or I don't know. I don't think that a video with the two of them together in a breakup, I don't think it would have been good. I just don't think she would have been able to come out and speak openly the way she wanted. The way she did it is the way it should have been done. Who I don't even want to see. I don't want to see two people. To me, when I see breakup videos with couples and they're sitting down with their audience talking about, oh yeah, we're not gonna be that just comes off as you just making a video. You just trying to get views. It never comes off as genuine to me. If you breaking up, why y'all making videos together? I never understood that. Oh, thank you, Tina. It's a dress. It's one of my little Dee Di's dresses. Them Dee Di's be having some cute little African print dresses. It's like a tie-dye situation going on at the bottom. And it's got little sequins. It's a lot going on, child. But Dee Di's always. Is it Dee Di's? Yeah. Dee Di's always have these little dresses for like $5, $7, and I just went on a little dress buying spree. These my house dresses, so I wear these around the house because my husband likes them. So I got some of these dresses, and what are those long ones called? Kafgans or whatever those are. This one kind of long too. It comes down to like the calf, below the calf almost, because I'm short, so it's long on me. Um, so yeah, I don't think that I would not have wanted to see the two of them sit down together to do a breakup video. I want to see them separate. Now, I don't want to see either one of them. I really don't want either one of them to go into detail about what happened. I don't think it's our business what happened. I really don't. Even though people, I know people are nosy and they want to know, it's not our business. And people should not be this invested to the point where they're on live 3 and 4 hours arguing with other people about this situation, and you don't have a clue as to what happened. No one has a clue. No one knows what happened. We're just looking at videos that they have posted, and all of our minds will put pieces together the way we see fit. Like me, as a mature woman, I'm going to put pieces together the way I see fit. Someone else in their 20s will put pieces together the way they see fit. Someone who enjoys being in toxic relationships will put pieces together the way. Everybody is going to look at this situation and see something different. You can tell by the lives that I have been going into, the panels where I have been listening to people talk and argue about this situation. Like, why? You know, people are mad at Nicole. They mad at everybody. Everybody can get some in this situation. And the two people that are going through this breakup are the only two people that should be angry. Why is everybody else angry? I have a healthy relationship. Me and my husband, we ain't having no problems. I ain't mad at nobody. I technically, to be honest, don't care one way or the other. Okay? They broke up. Their breakup does not affect me or my household in any way. I literally don't care. The only reason why I make videos is because it's YouTube news. It's not that I care about these people. I don't care about these people. I mean, I care about them as human beings because, you know, they're human. I care about them on a human level, but on a personal level, no. No. Not not at all. Not even a little bit. If I hear that something happens to a YouTuber, you know, if something happens, I'll be like, oh, okay, well, you know, oh, wow, that's sad. But it's not going to affect me to the point where I'm getting on here arguing with other people or, you know, wanting to fight somebody because I like them. Yeah, how you angry about somebody else's relationship? Like, Ellie is a grown woman. I'm pretty sure this ain't the first time that she has been in a failed relationship. I'm pretty sure this ain't her first breakup. I'm pretty sure this ain't Dalvin's first breakup. Oh, let me say this. Because I really, my husband told me I made some coffee. Like, I don't smell like coffee. Let me say this. Let me see if I can find a comment because I want to I want to talk about this, and I want to tell this person that they were absolutely right. So the person's name, and it's just letters, is SPR. And they said, I agree with you. However, the only thing is we need to stop basing the fact someone should be treated better based on their looks. A lot of people were saying Ellie should be treated better because she is really pretty. Everybody, regardless of their looks, need to be treated with respect. And I think this person is saying, because in that video, I kept saying how pretty Ellie was. And I'm wrong for that. I don't want it to ever seem like if you ugly, you deserve to be treated poorly, or only ugly women are treated bad, or because Ellie is pretty, she deserves to be treated differently. And you know, this country, there, whether you want to accept it or not, there is a such thing as pretty privilege. In this situation, I didn't mean that. Actually, what I meant was, to me, you know how we, okay, this about to be a gray area, so don't get mad, but I don't mean it the way I'm about to say it, but I do mean it. But I'm about to say it anyway. To me, Ellie and Dalvin never, they just didn't seem to fit. You know, but they do say opposites attract. But they just didn't, and I don't want to say she seemed too pretty for him, but it's not just her outward appearance. It just seemed like she was more classy, more mature. And maybe it's her maturity that comes out. Maybe it's her maturity that I'm seeing, or the maturity that she exudes, that I don't quite see in Dalvin. I don't. There is just something that, to me, has always been off. Pretty privilege does exist, but I didn't mean for it to exist in that video. I didn't mean to come off and say that she deserves to be treated better than anybody else because she's pretty. But we do know that pretty girls do get treated different. We know that. But that's not what I meant in that video. And I'm glad the person brought that up, but it's not what I meant, but I know that that does exist. So I wanted to thank that person for that comment, even though um I didn't I didn't mean it like that. Sheila said Dalvin's friends should be quiet about their relationship as well. So far they are, because Lee Carson, who is Dalvin's friend, is was on a panel last night. Now I'm gonna be honest, I didn't listen to the whole panel, but I don't think he's saying too much about their actual relationship. I don't think he's saying anything yet. Sheila said, I agree, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and it most definitely is. Ellie just seems more mature than Dalvin. They didn't match up. Nicole is more in alignment with Dalvin. Yeah, Nicole and Dalvin seem like they on the same level of maturity. So to me, I think they match up more than Ellie and Dalvin does. Hey Melissa, we talking about we still on this Ellie and Dalvin. I'll be glad when Dalvin does his video so we can move on. Because after Dalvin does his video, that's about it for me. Unless something interesting happens, I'm out. Gizmo is, we're taken back to the vet yesterday. And so the vet is saying that she thinks his osteoarthritis is acting up also. So she said his neck was really stiff. It wasn't able to turn like it supposed to. They didn't want to check his prostate again because they don't want to keep going up there in case it is infected. So the plan is to have him neutered when he feels better. So that's the plan. He's gonna have to be neutered this year. So they said normally when they neuter, the prostate normally goes back to its normal size, and he shouldn't have any more issues. All of his blood levels was fine, so they don't believe that it's anything other than him just being a older dog and having an issue, because he's urinating fine, he's pooping fine. The only thing is his appetite is off, but I don't know. Gizmo has always been a weirdo when it comes to food. His appetite is off, but the doctor said some of that could be the antibiotics, and the pain medication sometimes will alter their appetite. So just try to give him stuff that he likes. And this dog, when I tell you, yesterday he had a patty from McDonald's, chopped that up and added just a little bit of dog food to it, and he ate it. This morning he had a piece of chicken nugget. Hey, I have to give him what he'll eat. He had a piece of chicken nugget, he had a chicken nugget and some cheese and some bacon. He ate that and he was able to take his medicine. So he's had his medicine and he is on crate rest for a week, which means he can't come out of his crate. The only time he can come out of his crate is to use the bathroom and walk, use the bathroom and maybe just walk around for like a minute or two. And then he has to go back in his crate. So he has to stay in there, I think, for 2 weeks. 2 weeks, buddy. So it looks like this new medicine. I'm gonna let y'all see him. He's. Let me see if I can. There he is. Y'all see him? So I think it says 2 weeks. I'm gonna have to look on the paper. I think it's 2 weeks. But he's sitting up, which is much better than yesterday. Yesterday, he wouldn't even hold his head up. But he's on a new medicine. He's on a muscle relaxant along with his gabapentin. And so the doctor said that should help. Hold on, y'all. Let me see what this paper says. Let me see. Oh, yeah. It says restrict his activity for the next 1 to 2 weeks. No running, jumping, playing, long walks, and continue with the medication to control his pain. So 2 weeks of crate restriction. Poor baby. I really, really feel sorry for him. But that's what he's gonna have to do. So he's on a muscle relaxant and a steroidal anti-inflammatory. So he got a lot going on, child. He got a lot going on. And I feel for him. I really do. Because, I know how it is. I have to get up in the morning and take a thyroid. But my thyroid pill is very small. I can just pop that in my mouth and swallow it. You really don't have to have water because the pill is so little. But I have to take. As soon as I open my eyes, I have to take that thyroid pill, because you have to take it as soon as you wake up on an empty stomach. So I take it first. Then I have to wait for an hour and take my other medication for my IBS. It has to be on an empty stomach. Then I have to wait for another hour before I do 30 minutes before I do anything else. So then I have to eat my breakfast. Then I have to take my blood pressure medicine. But I can take my blood pressure medicine and my pain pill at the same time. So, honey, me and Gizmo on the same, how many milligrams? The anti-inflammatory is 75 milligrams, and the muscle relaxant is 500 milligrams. But you only give them a quarter of a tablet. Each pill is only a quarter of a tablet. And he's taking 100 milligram gabapentin. But the gabapentin is a whole, because it's a capsule. So it's not like I'm trying to, get a whole. The only whole pill I have to give him is the gabapentin. And I have to hide that in cheese. I have to take a piece of cheese and fold the peel into the cheese and get it kind of soft, put it in my hand and get it kind of soft, and give him a piece of bacon first, and then slip that peel in there and slip him another piece of bacon real quick. We got to trick him or he won't take it. He will not take and the hardest thing is giving him the antibiotic, because he can smell it. He can smell it. Because, antibiotic has a distinct odor. And Gizmo's nose is really, keen. His little, all dogs have keen scent. But if he smell it, he gonna spit it out. Hey, honeybee. Oh, your poodle. I heard a lot of poodles have arthritis. The doctor did say that because of Gizmo has those little bitty teeny tiny legs, and he said something about dogs that have real skinny legs like that sometimes do have issues with osteoarthritis. They have back issues, and they had told me when he first started having problems with his back that he would probably start to later on have problems with his neck. And of course it is. Gizmo has never had a collar around his neck. He's always had the full harness situation. We've always been very careful of, pulling on the harness when he's walking and stuff. But one thing we have not been as diligent about is him jumping, like on the couch or jumping up in the bed, because he wants to, of course, he wants to, be in the bed with me. And Gizmo is, if someone knocks on the bedroom door or whatever, he'll jump down and run to the door. So we're not as diligent as we should be with that type of stuff. I'm going to see if I can get him the little steps and see if he'll, either little steps or a little ramp to get up in the bed, and see if he will use that. But if I know him, he won't, because he likes to jump. So that's part of the problem when it comes to him is, when he's feeling well, when he's active, he wants to jump and run in the backyard. He wants to run around and play. He doesn't, want to be just like not doing anything or just like laying around. But this hopefully this 2 weeks will give his body a chance to, to heal, and he'll feel better. But yeah, I still don't think he is, he's still not feeling well. You can tell he's not feeling well because when you wake up in the morning, he's just laying around. But that's my buddy. I'm gonna do everything I can to take care of him and make him comfortable. I'm most definitely going to do that. I don't want to see him in pain. So, the good thing was the doctor said that sometimes you have to give them more than one pain medication or a muscle relaxant or something. They're like, just like you, sometimes you need a pain medication and a gabapentin or something. Those two things work together. Well, in dogs, it's the same way. You can take a gabapentin, which is like the nerve. A gabapentin attacks the nerve where the pain is coming from. The gabapentin tells that nerve to cut off, and then the muscle relaxant tells treats the muscle and tells the muscle, okay, it's gonna be okay. You can stop now. We're here. Those two things work together because I'm the same way. I take gabapentin for my back, also for my back and neck because I got a nerve problem going on back there. And then I also have another pain medication, a muscle relaxant, and pain medication to go with that. And those two together keep me functioning normal. So if that's what it's going to take to help Gizmo function, then that's what we're going to do. So y'all keep praying. Your boy gonna be down for 2 weeks. It's gonna be mighty quiet. Everybody in the house is like, everybody is. How's Gizmo? Is Gizmo okay? Is he taking it? We had taken back to the hospital yesterday, and my mother-in-law was. When we got home, she was at the front door when we walked in. Is he okay? Is he okay? I was like, yeah, he'll be okay. Because, everybody then got used to him, at the house now. And these are people that are not animal people. But when you bring a dog in the house and everybody, you get used to him. They get used to him barking. Everybody was talking about how quiet the house is because he's not barking. He's not running around because you hear his little tick, 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 tick on the floor when he running around in the house and stuff. And, when you don't hear that, the house is quiet. So, did anybody see this article where this young lady, let me read the article. What did I share? Did I share? Oh, and Jesse Powell, who is the singer of that song, I Just Wanna Be Yours from this day forth. If people was playing that song, if that song wasn't in every wedding in the 90s, everybody was playing that song. He passed away. I'm not going to play the song because, of course, it'll get demonetized. But Jesse Powell, the song is You. I guess it came out in 1999, but he passed away yesterday. And I think he was only 51 years old. What is going on? What is going on right now? There are so many young people. Was it on Good Morning America? There are so many young people. Young. 50 is young to me because I'm 50. 50s is not old. You know what I mean? People passing away in their 50s. I'm looking for this thing that I saw this morning on the news about a young lady, I think. Hold on. And I hate getting it from the shade room because it's going to piss me off. Oh, okay. I love being black. Let me find it. Okay. Because I got to read the article. So, a black teen who killed her rapist was sentenced in order to pay $150,000 to the person's family. Piper Lewis, who is 17, was sentenced Tuesday after she pleaded last year to involuntary manslaughter and willful injury in the June 2020 killing of a 37-year-old man in of Des Moines. So the young lady was a teenage human trafficking victim who was initially charged with first degree murder after she stabbed her accused rapist to death. She was sentenced Tuesday in an Iowa court to 5 years of closely supervised probation in order to pay $150,000 restitution to the man's family. Piper Lewis, 17 years old, was sentenced Tuesday after she pleaded last year to involuntary manslaughter and willful injury in the case. Both charges are punishable by up to 10 years in prison. So, Polk County District Judge, I'm not going to read his name, deferred the prison sentences, meaning that if Lewis violates any portion of her probation, she will be sent to prison to serve a 20-year term. As for being required to pay the estate of her rapist, this court is presented with no other option. The restitution is mandatory under Iowa law that has been upheld by the Iowa State Supreme Court. So Lewis was 15 when she stabbed Brooks more than 30 times in a Des Moines, is it Des Moines or Des Moines, apartment. Officials have said Lewis was a runaway who was seeking to escape an abusive life with her adopted mother and was sleeping in the hallway of an apartment building when a 28-year-old man took her in before forcibly trafficking her to other men for sex. Lewis said one of those men was Brooks and that he had raped her multiple times in the weeks before his death. She recounted being forced at knife point by the 28-year-old man to go with Brooks to his apartment for sex. She told officials that after Brooks had raped her yet again, she grabbed a knife from a bedside table and stabbed him in a fit of rage. So this man raped her. Do you hear me? She's a child. He was 28 years old. He raped her. And now she is being forced to pay his family $150,000 in restitution. This is America. This is America. And y'all over here mad about what people are saying about the Queen. And they doing stuff like this here, right here in America. We worry about the wrong shit. Y'all worried about what Queen Elizabeth did to people in Ireland and Africa. And we got people over here in our own country doing shit like this. We worry about the wrong thing. We get mad about the wrong thing. Where's the outrage about this? Where's the outrage about this young black girl? We get mad about the wrong stuff. We have an attitude about the wrong stuff. She is being forced to pay restitution to somebody's family that trafficked her, that abused her. She is a child. She was 16 years old when this happened. But do you know that white people never see black teenagers as children? They always view us as adults. Like, they view us as coming out the womb as adults. They always have. They never see us as children. That's why it's so easy for white police officers to kill black teenagers, because they never see them as kids. They see them as grown. They don't care nothing about this girl. But now you know, if that had been Becky or Ella or Susie or Mary Jane, ain't no way in hell. They wouldn't even sentenced her to probation. She wouldn't even got probation. Everybody would have applauded her for getting really rid of that waste of society. And I think the judge was saying that she can go on and tell her story, and that will be a way for her to make the money to pay off the restitution. So now, instead of this girl healing from all of the trauma that has been afflicted on her, she got to go out here and work so that she can pay off this $150,000 restitution to this family. So now this young lady is going into society $150,000 in debt because of something that she did. Yeah, she got to be traumatized over and over and over and over again because the judge thinks it's a good idea for her to tell her story. You can go, and this is your testimony. You can go and tell your story. What? I don't want to tell nobody this shit. I know this video is going to be demonetized because I use some words that, you know what is super stupid to me? Is YouTube not wanting your content to be directed to children. But when you make content that is directed to adults, that content is demonetized because it's so many words you can't use. It's crazy. This was one of the craziest stories I have seen in a long time. And the police even came out this morning. The young rapper that was killed, PG, y'all know I can't remember. PNB Rock. This morning, the Los Angeles police chief came out and said, basically, okay, so let me go back. PNB Rock is a rapper who was killed in Los Angeles at a Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles Monday, Tuesday, one day this week. The girlfriend of the rapper had posted on her Instagram stories a picture of what they were eating. So it was like chicken and waffles and grits and something else. Above her, in her picture, was the location. The location was embedded in her picture. None of my pictures have the location on there. I've turned location off on my phone. Not that, I'm anybody special. So she posted that on her Instagram. And someone came in and shot him at the Roscoe's. And he didn't make it. So people on social media have been saying that if she hadn't did that, you know, it's her fault and all of this kind of stuff. Not blaming the shooter. Everybody is blaming the girlfriend. There are some people who have sense who are saying, it could have been anybody. It could have been somebody else in the restaurant. It could have been the waitress or anybody. It could have been anybody in Roscoe's saw this dude and, recognized him or whatever. So the police chief, did a statement today and was like, yeah, we are looking into the post from the girlfriend, but it, doesn't look like she had anything to do with it. I'm like, why would he do that? And people on social media are already blaming this girl. My mama said, can we help fundraise for her? I'm not sure if, I don't know. I don't know if you can do I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can. And I'm not sure if someone has already started that. I mean, it really would be nice if somebody would pay that 150K off for her. So she doesn't have to start her life in debt. But this rapper's girlfriend, I feel bad for her because she has since, of course, deleted the post. She probably is going to have to delete her Instagram because people on social media are crazy. You know what I mean? They're already blaming her instead of blaming the shooter. She didn't shoot her boyfriend. It's the person that robbed him and took his life. They're at fault, not her. And there have been times when I have went live in restaurants and stuff, and then thought about, but I'm like, okay, don't nobody like really dislike me like that. If I was, a celebrity, I wouldn't do it. But I mean, sometimes you're not, when you're with a high profile person, you should always be thinking, especially when you in, a Roscoe's that's not in the safest area of LA. And my son said most Roscoe's, they in the hood. They're not in, it's like the Waffle House. Yeah, I have, spiritual protection, and plus don't nobody like really dislike me. Don't don't nobody want to come bother me. But if I was, I wouldn't do it. Like, we ain't never seen Beyonce at no restaurant. They ain't never even caught Beyonce and Jay-Z. Have they ever been filmed or picture taken at a restaurant? Do they even go out? Tammy said, girl, this YouTube social media stuff gets complicated, right? I'm new to this stuff. If someone really wants to stalk you on social media, I think it would be easier than what people really believe. Yeah, it would. Because, especially with me, because I am me and my husband, we are creatures of habit. If we like a restaurant, we gonna go there more than once. And with me having IBS, I eat basically the same thing all the time because I know it won't trigger, any problems with my stomach. So if I go to a place and we get along, then I'm gonna eat there. Like, me and Chipotle don't get along. Me and Taco Bell didn't start back to not getting along. So I have to stick to places that I know I'm going to, we get along. Me and the Habit, we get along. So I can, eat there. If I go to a place in my stomach and the food are not in agreement, I don't go there. Me and IHOP, we get along, so I'll eat there. There are certain restaurants that we eat at. You go to my social media, you gonna see certain restaurants. Be like, okay, well, I can eventually catch them there. But since we moved out here, I haven't ran into anybody. When we used to live in Oakland, I ran into a few subscribers when I was in Oakland. I ran into a few people. I ran into one person at the beauty supply. I ran into somebody at Walmart once. And then I ran into somebody at the grocery store. They was like, "Oh my show." And I was like, looking crazy at the grocery store early morning, looking crazy. And she was like, "Oh, well, soon." I was like, "Yeah, girl." I'm the same person. You run into me, I'm going to be the same person. You probably going to be like, "Dang, girl, I didn't know you was that short." Yes, I told you I'm short. They not, my son said it was hood to him. He said it was the hood. Now, the one out here he said it's in Jacqueline Square. I ain't never been there. I didn't even know we had a Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles out here. I didn't know we had one. Let me see. is this? Wait a minute. This don't say Roscoe's though. It just say home or chicken and waffles. Is that Roscoe's? That's something different. That's different. I think that's different. That's in San Francisco. Oh no, it's in Oakland. No, I think home or chicken waffles is different than Roscoe's, ain't it? Hey KK, you feeling better, girl? By the time I get some coffee, no, the coffee pot's still on, so it's still gonna be hot. I've never been to. I've never been to Waffle House. I've never been to Roscoe's, Waffle House, none of that. None of those places. Oh, let me talk about this and then we gonna go. So I have anxiety. Um and this situation with Gizmo. I was gonna make this a separate video and I might do a video by itself because I do want to thank the person that said that they do the tapping. Let me see. Paisley Simone. She said anxiety is no joke. I've lived with it for over 50 years. I started practicing EFT tapping therapy and it really has made a difference. You and Gizmo are in my prayers. Take care of yourself. I have been introduced to the EFT tapping years ago and forgot all about it because I used to do it. Where you going? You can't go nowhere, baby. I'm sorry. You have to stay in there, okay? You heard somebody? No, you can't. You can't come out. Lay down. He think he finna go. He gonna make me cry. I have been introduced to the tapping for anxiety. I think by a therapist. I think a therapist introduced me to that years ago, and I forgot all about it. I'm so glad that she reminded me of that. So I'm going to go back and watch some of those videos and maybe I'll do a video about that. But let me tell you how my anxiety works. I have now I literally have been diagnosed. Okay. So this is not something that I done made up in my mind. I am a person that believes in going to therapy. I believe in seeing a doctor when something is going on. I'm not the type of person to suppress my symptoms or hide my symptoms or, think that stuff will go away on its own because it won't. Black people, depression will not go away on its own. You cannot pray it away by yourself. You need to go in and talk to somebody when you're having problems, a licensed professional. So, I was having issues with repetitive thought. And my thoughts Like, I would not be able to shut my thoughts off. And they would repeat themselves over and over in my mind. They would start out real quiet and just get louder and louder and more aggressive. And, I would just have a hard time shutting my thoughts off or stopping them or moving on to another subject in my mind. Like, my mind would just keep replaying the same thing, very sometimes very bad scenarios. Like, there were times when my kids were young and we were living in the ghetto, and I would just keep thinking my kids are going to die, and I couldn't shut it off. And it was like really becoming a problem for me, like a serious problem. So I went to therapy, worked through it, was on medication for a little bit of time, and got things under control. This situation with Gizmo has triggered my anxiety. So I made a joke out of it when I was saying that, I got on my knees and I was praying when Gizmo got sick last week. And I was telling you guys that I had hurt my knee because, when I got on my knees, I hurt my knee, because I have arthritis. Okay, but I didn't tell you guys how serious the repetitive thoughts had become. And my repetitive thoughts are they always go to the negative. They're never positive, reinforcing repetitive thoughts. They're always negative, doom and gloom. Your dog is dying. He's as a matter of fact, he's dead right now. Like, he could be in his crate. Like, this morning, I woke up 3 o'clock in the morning. I heard him scratching in his crate because, of course, he didn't want to be in there because he's not used to sleeping in there at night. He's used to sleeping, out on the bed where he can, get comfortable the way he wants to. Or, he'll sleep in his chair, or, wherever he wants to sleep, he can sleep. He don't have to sleep in his crate with the door closed. But last night he had to sleep in his crate with the door closed. And he got upset. So 3 o'clock in the morning, he started scratching on the floor because he wanted to get up. So I'm asleep. 3 o'clock in the morning, your dog is dead. Your dog just died. And I'm hearing this scratching, so I know the dog can't, logically, he's not dead if he's scratching. My mind, no, he's dead. That's his spirit scratching, trying to get out the crate because you got him locked up. He's dead. He died. Get up and see his dead body. That's it. So I got up because my mind was like, he's dead. He's dead. He's dead. I get up and he's standing there like, let me out. So I tell my husband that, what's going on. And he was like, okay, well, just open the door. And he didn't jump. But then it took me a while to go back to sleep because I'm arguing with my mind. This, situation with him has triggered my anxiety and has revved my anxiety up to a 10. Like, way. So, anxiety is real. And we don't know, you never know what a person's stressor is. You don't know what people are going through, behind the scenes. This whole situation with Gizmo has really um just kind of push me. Like, and it's affecting my appetite. I've noticed that my appetite is really low. And a lot of that is I'm no longer a stress eater. When I was young, I used to, when I was stressed out, I would eat. When I was stressed out, it would be time for me to go and get all of my favorite junk foods, and I would eat ice cream and chips and drink soda and do all of that. But the older I have got, when I get stressed out, my stomach is just like, don't you send shit down here. Don't you put nothing in your mouth. If you do, I'm gonna make you projectile vomit. So my appetite gets, it's like a switch gets flipped in my brain. We do not require food or water. Don't send anything down here. So, I've really been trying to just relax my mind and body. I've been tired, and I just want to relax. I really don't want to do anything but like take care of Gizmo, make sure, he has his medicine, make sure he has his food. I've been, every couple of hours at least trying to give him some water, show him his water bowl, at least try to get him to drink some water. Like, all of my attention is, going towards him. Yeah, that is adrenaline. It's probably too much. My body is probably producing too much of the stress hormone cortisol. That also affects how your stomach functions and how your body relates to food. Also, when you have too much stress hormone in your body, some people's reaction to that is your appetite is suppressed. So, it's a lot. I'm trying, to say I'm trying not to get stressed out easy. God, we had an earthquake yesterday too. Um, and we had an earthquake yesterday, and that also triggered my anxiety because after the earthquake yesterday evening, my anxiety was like, the house is going to cave in. We're all going to die. The whole house is going to fall on you, and it's going to kill you. Don't worry about giving Gizmo his medicine because you're going to die anyway. After the earthquake. And it was a very small tremor. Very small. But it was just enough for me to feel it. Because I was laying down when it happened. And the bed shook just enough for me to feel it. And it was just enough for my brain to register that it was an earthquake. Because at first I was like, was that an earthquake? Because, it wasn't. But I knew it had to be something because I was the only person in the bed. My husband wasn't here, and my brain registered it. And so I picked up my phone and looked, and sure enough, it was, and my brain just went into overdrive. Yeah, that now my brain used to do that all the time when my kids were little. When my kids were little, that I spent the majority. The good thing with my first baby is he snored. He had adenoid He had adenoid issues when he was born. So he snored up until the time he was 3, 4 months old when they removed his adenoids. So I could hear him. But my youngest was a very light sleeper. And so I used to, just be staring at him all the time. Lucky said, bless your heart, I worry so much about losing one of my pets and it drains me. Two of my cats are pretty. And see, I've already lost a dog. I lost Princess, what, 12 years ago? Because I had her right 11 years ago. Right before Gizmo. So, and yesterday, this didn't help. Yesterday, when I was at the vet, a lady came in and picked up her dog's ashes. And they had them in this little box, girl. It was like a little pine box. And it had her dog's picture on it. And I swear to God, when they came out with the little box and passed it to her, and she was just standing there crying, I almost just went up to her and hugged her, but I didn't know that lady, and I didn't want her to knock the hell out of me. But oh my God, I got so sad and just overwhelmed with grief. I'm like, why they didn't do that in the back somewhere? I should have been able to see that. And she was just standing there holding that little box. I was so sad. I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't. I didn't keep Princess Ashes, and I'm not gonna keep Gizmos. I don't want that. I'm not gonna be able to go to the vet and pick up his ashes. I can't do that. Y'all keep him. They kept Princess. They gonna keep Gizmo too. I don't want my dog's ashes. I do not want to be reminded that um, I'm not one of those people. I cannot. I cannot be constantly looking at his ashes. I don't want him in the backyard. I don't want that. Well, Princess is in the backyard of the apartment that we moved out of. My son put her back there. So we left her there. But Gizmo, if he passed away, we're going to just take him to the vet and let them. I'm going to keep a lock of his hair. As a matter of fact, I already have some of his hair in one of my journals from when I had like cut his hair before. So I'm gonna probably cut another patch of his hair and put it in a Ziploc bag and put it in my journal with his little dog tags and stuff. And that's that. He's doing better, Dark Goddess. He is on crate rest for 2 weeks. That means he cannot come out his crate. The only time he can come out of his crate is to use the bathroom. So he's sitting here now mad as hell at me because, he don't understand why he can't come out. He don't understand why he can't run around and play. Girl, I can't do that. I'm not gonna be able to. I can't look at him in no box. A box? Girl, and the box was about this big. It was just like a little bit taller, and it was like a little pine. It was like a little pine box. This a box of googly eyes. It was a little pine box. It wasn't no wider than this. It was just a little bit taller. I don't want that. And she was just crying. She was just crying. Oh, well, maybe I can take the little paw print. Maybe I can do that, but I don't want the box of ashes. I don't want his ashes. I can do a paw print, but I don't want ashes. And Gizmo got to feel better because I want to go to the Halloween thing at Disneyland. I want to go so bad. I ain't told my husband yet. Let me tell him. Let me see if he'll come in here, y'all. He ain't doing shit. He in the man cave, so I gotta call him. He got this new video game thing that.
Yes.
Oh, come here and bring your video game thing. I want to show the people, and I want to ask you something. So come here.
You just finding out about that coffee?
No, I just answered you because I'm on live.
Oh,
I just answered. Come here. Okay, bye. Bye. Actually, he about to be mad, but I want some Starbucks. I don't. Stop scratching. I don't want hot coffee. I really want some Starbucks, but I don't want to be like, you want to take me to Starbucks? When he gonna be like, you can't drive to Starbucks. Oh, and it's 12:55. Nah, he ain't going. He ain't taking me to Starbucks. Starbucks be too crowded this time of day. They do the Nightmare Before Christmas displays. They have a whole the Halloween thing at Disneyland is banging. I want to go, but I want to go to Disneyland for Halloween and Christmas. And Disneyland is only 6 hours driving and an hour and a half if we fly. So if we drive, we could stay at a hotel close to Disneyland like we did the last time and take the shuttle to Disneyland and how much is the tickets? 100 and $169. Oh, this is for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. So it's between August the 12th and October 31st. I want to go. I want to go so bad. I want some Halloween Disney ears, and I want to go to the nighttime Halloween parade party thing. So I want to go at night. I want to go when it gets dark. So I'm about to ask my husband. Girl, you know if I go, we about to do it up. I'm gonna be going live and everything. Oh, I did not show you this new tripod gimbal thing. Hold on. My husband just bought me this new tripod. What? Did it come with a book? I don't know where the book at. Man, did my thing have a book?
What thing?
My tripod. Oh, it didn't?
It's on. Everything is on. Everything is on.
So he got me this new what's this thing called?
It's a gimbal tripod.
A gimbal tripod thing. It is so nice. It's got the extender part,
Hey, buddy.
the tripod part thing situation that you screw on here. The tripod part. And it tracks you. You can push the button here to record and all that. And it's got built-in filters. Like you don't have to turn the filter on. This thing will automatically do the filters and stuff for you because it's got an app on your phone that you... Child, it's so high tech, honey. It is great. Okay, dang. Look, we gotta go to Disneyland for the Halloween thing. We gotta go to Disneyland for Halloween and Christmas. They having a Halloween party from now until Halloween.
From now until Halloween.
Yeah.
Okay.
From August until
find a place to board.
October. Why mama can't keep it? We'll only be gone on the weekend. Yeah, I mean, soon as he start to feel better.
We're gonna train him up.
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
Well, that's all it's gonna take. Hey, you got to do it like this. Just we can get a train up and running.
Yeah, we only gonna be gone for the weekend.
Let me get her.
I want to go to that. I want to, cause they got all kind of food and treats and drinks and then at night they have the Halloween parade.
Halloween parade?
Yeah, there's some type of Halloween parade and fireworks and stuff at night. You can wear your costumes and everything. You just can't bring in like lightsabers and like I think you can buy them from there, but you can't bring them in from the outside and axes and if your costume got a gun associated with it or whatever, you gotta leave that.
Leave it.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, you can wear a costume if you want to.
Thug.
I want to just, get Mickey ears and cute t-shirts and we going, y'all.
Is that what they doing now?
Yeah, everybody is showing. That's the big thing now. Is the Disney Halloween stuff. Everybody going. I want to go too. I want to go for Halloween and Christmas. I always wanted to go to Disneyland for Christmas because I heard it was,
Magical.
Yeah. So I want to do that. At first I had said I don't want to go back to Disneyland until I turn 60, but no, I want to.
What?
Yeah, like because I went when I turned 50.
We'll go when you turn.
Not until. So no, I do want to go for Halloween and for Christmas, and then when I turn 60. I'm sorry. I bet he was a sweetheart. Who, girl? Oh, Magical Mermaid said, I have my dog's ashes. And he was so little when he died. Oh, no. Babe, yesterday, when you had left and went outside, a lady had came in and she picked up her dog's ashes. and they brought him out.
Oh, they had to.
They had him in the back,
Oh.
and they brought.
Oh,
him.
that's why she was up there crying.
Yeah. You saw her.
I saw her. Yeah.
Did you see the little box? You didn't see the box, huh? Because her back was kind of turned.
Oh, that's what that was.
That's what it was.
Oh, I saw her crying, and I didn't know.
It was and I was like, oh, and I didn't want to say anything to you. I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to get emotional. But like I wanted to go up there and hug her and be like, oh, I'm so sorry, but I didn't want her to. You know how sometimes if someone is emotional and because she was by herself, it wasn't like her husband was with her or somebody was with her, and you go up to somebody and you be like, oh, I'm so sorry, and then the floodgates of heaven just
then it's a funeral,
and then it's a whole funeral. The woman just like break down, and I got to hold this woman up and stuff, and I didn't have it. I just didn't have it. I didn't have that strength in me. Let me see this thing so I can show my subscribers what I got replaced with. Let me see this thing. Because I'm about to buy me one. Let me see it. I'm about to get me one. So we can both be ignoring each other. So my husband has replaced me with this thing. I don't even know what this thing is called.
It's called a Steam Deck.
Okay, so a Steam Deck. Don't let your husband get one of these. This is a lot going on too. I couldn't figure out how to do this if I wanted. Can you watch TV on this? This look like a whole TV screen. It looked fun. But honey, this is the new thing. If your husband come in the house or your boyfriend come in the house with one of these, just hang it up.
Bye.
Hang it up.
Bye.
Just hang it up. Until that thing get old, he ain't gonna pay me no attention.
Love you, babe.
I love you too, sweetie. So that's his honey. That's his new toy. I think he said he ordered that thing like he had to pre-order. Just like Xbox. He had to pre-order and he just got it like 2 weeks ago or something. That he take that thing to work with him. He got the case. He got a little suitcase that the damn thing go in and everything. Yeah, I can't do ashes. I cannot. Yeah, see, I can't do urn. I can't do memory box. I can't do any of that. I don't want to do that. When he's gone, I just want to have his, the memories in my heart. I don't want to have the ashes. I don't want to have, because to me that's a constant reminder. But it does work for some people, like Magical Mermaid. If that works for you, sweetheart, then everybody handles grief differently. Some people need to see the like some people have their, like when their family member pass away, they want to have their ashes, they want to have a urn, they put up this whole like shrine in the house. Like this lady on TikTok, her son passed away. I think he was in a car accident, and she has the clothes that he had on the day he passed. She washed those clothes and put them in one of those shadow boxes, and has this whole thing set up in her house dedicated to. See, I don't want that. I don't. I couldn't do that. I mean, pictures and videos and stuff like that, I don't have a problem with. Like, I can watch pictures and videos of people that have been passed away, but I just don't watch it often. Like, I just don't want to look at it often. Now, I will look at it. Like, if I have videos or something or pictures of my mom and dad. Every now and then, when I miss them, I want to look at, their pictures or something. I will do that. But like, there were pictures taken at my mom's funeral. Those pictures are on the hard drive. I don't go looking for those specific pictures of like her in her casket and stuff. I don't go looking for that. I'm just not into that. Now, I go look at some pictures of her when she was alive and, healthy and stuff, but not pictures of her when she was in her casket. Now, some people, they do that. They want to look at pictures of their loved ones in their caskets. They keep those out. That's just not me. It's okay, y'all. I don't care. I'm one of those people that goes numb during life-threatening events like that. I love working and communicating with spirits, and he has definitely been around me this whole time. It makes me feel better about all the ones I've lost from this side. I have a box of my brother's clothes, and I cannot bring myself to go through it. I'm going to give it to his son. Yeah, see, I didn't keep any of my mom's clothes. I kept like dish towels and sheets and stuff like that. I kept her jewelry, but I didn't keep her clothes. I kept her jewelry. I don't even wear her jewelry, but I kept it. I don't know. I'm just not. And it's not that, I care about energy to that point, because my mother's energy was beautiful. So it's not like I'm scared of energy. It's just that I don't want to wear her jewelry because it was hers and it reminded me so much of her. And to me, it doesn't even hold the same beauty on me than it did on her. Like her, I'm so used to a certain my mother had this amethyst ring, and she had it like basically all my life. Like, I never remember her without that ring. I have it. I won't wear it. It just don't look the same on me than it did on her. And then my mother's style and my style is so different. My mother, had that classic 60s, always dressed up, 50s, always dressed up. The women, my mother wore gloves to church. She had gloves that matched all her dresses and hats, and she wore pearls and very simple earrings. Just either she wore sometimes clip on. Was her ears? She didn't get her ears pierced until late in life. My mother didn't get her ears pierced, I don't think, until she was in her 50s. So she didn't start wearing earrings until very late in life. And the earrings that she did have, she made sure they were either 14 karat gold or silver. So she has like a few pair of, real earrings. I think her gold earrings I buried with her because they were her favorite. Um and I made her a bracelet that she had on in her casket, and we both, I made myself one also, and I wear it a lot, and it always, that's my connection to her. But our styles were so different when it comes to jewelry and stuff. I have a more bohemian, hippie kind of vibe. My mother was more classic and elegant and a lot more dressy than I am. Peace and light. When are you and your husband going to Disney? We are definitely going before Halloween because I want to go for the Halloween party that Disney is putting on between now and October 31st. So as soon as Gizmo is feeling better, and if you're new here, Gizmo is my dog, and he's not feeling well right now. He has, unfortunately, a enlarged prostate. He is 10 years old. He is an intact male, so he has a enlarged prostate and osteoarthritis. So as soon as he is feeling better and he is off his medications, hopefully within the next 2 weeks, we will plan a trip to Disneyland. We are in California, which is a good thing. We're in Northern California. Disneyland, for people that don't know, is in Southern California. Disney World is in what? Orlando, Florida. We're going to Disneyland. So it's only 6 hours from us by car and an hour and a half by plane. So we haven't figured out how we're gonna go yet. We haven't even talked about it. I just told him that I wanted to go, and he was like, "Oh, okay." I mean, planning a trip to Disneyland is for us is not that big of a deal because it's so close to us. It's the only thing we have to worry about. We really don't have to worry about where we're gonna stay either because we have family in Inglewood. My husband's auntie is in Inglewood, and we can always stay with her. And she lives maybe about in, I think, I'm not really sure how far, maybe 30 minutes or so from Anaheim, because Disneyland is in Anaheim, California. So she's not too far. But we like to stay in the hotel because you can shuttle from, if you stay at a hotel that is close to Disney, you can shuttle from the hotel to basically the front door of Disneyland. That's what we did the last time we went. And we haven't been to Disneyland since our granddaughter was 5 years old, and she is now 13. 8 years. We haven't been in 8 years. So I do want to go. Hold on, I'm missing y'all comments because the thing is scrolling. Let me go back so I can read y'all comments. I have my great grandfather's engineering stuff that will all stay in the family. Real cool stuff. Oh, that's great. The only thing I have of my dad's is his watch, a a gold watch with diamonds in it. Do they know why it's enlarged? They say it is common for male dogs after they get older and they are in he's intact. That means he has not been fixed. And they said it is somewhat common for intact males who have not been fixed to um this will happen. So he is going to be neutered. He is not too old to be neutered. And they say normally when the dog is neutered, it will kind of fix itself. They ran a blood panel already, and they don't see his blood work is perfect. He's healthy, so he is gonna be neutered this year after he's feeling better. Moss Mama said, when my grandpa passed away, I went to his house and got some sentimental items. The rest of the family fought over money, but I just wanted a few plants and some little tchotchkes. I don't blame you. That's what I would have did too. I do not have a P.O. box yet. Um, I keep saying that I'm going to go get one. Um, because we're not planning on, we're in the process of looking for a house. So we're not really sure what area we're gonna permanently be living in. We know it's gonna be in a Bay Area, but we don't know where. So at first I wasn't going to get a P.O. box because I thought we were moving to Sacramento right away. But because of the interest rates and what's going on right now with the economy, we're not moving right now. So I might go get one. I don't know yet. But right now I don't. Yeah, I'm just about keeping some sentimental items that can be passed through the generations. I think it's cool to do that. That's what I want to do too. I mean, I do have a few Tiffany items that I have received for my birthday and Valentine's Day. I mean, I do have some nice jewelry that I hope my granddaughters um, will want. I mean, I think my granddaughters going, I think my granddaughters will, and one of my grandsons like crystals. So, I'm really hoping that if anything happens to me, at least the grandkids will, want my crystals and um stuff like that. But the rest of the stuff, I ain't gonna want this shit. I ain't tripping. Enough of that. He said, "Oh no, I've been watching you for years. You had me at the video when you did a spell for a man who threatened you. You wore your white and got the business." Yeah, I don't want to say I'm retired, but things are a little different right now. I'm so sorry you going through this with Gizmo. I think he's gonna get better. You know, I think he's already feeling a little bit better since they added um a new pain medication. My son just started his first engineering job out of college. He will get all my great grandpa's stuff when I pass. Wow, that's great. The video when she popped off with the Oya candle, I went and bought one right after I saw that. I used to run a grieving group. People deal with grief different. I have my son's ashes. They are put away. I do not have a shrine and I don't focus on all that. Memories is enough for me. That's how I am. Memories are enough. I don't. I had my ancestor table up when we had our townhouse. Now, when we move, I will be putting my ancestor altar back up. It's not up right now, but I will be putting that back up. I love my ancestors. You don't have to have a table up to honor your ancestors, because that honor is deep down in your heart. I honor the people that went before me. I love my ancestors. My mom knows how much I love her, and I don't have to show that, you know, for everybody else to see. But some people like that. Some people like to, for it to be on display. And like you said, everyone grieves differently. Some people need to have it out in the open to see. Some people, like if their child dies, they don't change their bedroom. They can't, put their toys away. They can't get. I'm. I think I would have to. I would have to, I'm not saying that I would have to throw it away, but I would have to box it up and put it in a garage, because it would hurt me too much to just stare at all their toys or pass by their bedroom all the time and see everything that they used to love so much. How big was the earthquake? Was 2.9, and it wasn't centered in the city that I live in. That's why we barely felt it here. It was centered closer to Oakland. And if you know anything about the Bay Area, I'm in Contra Costa County. Oakland is Alameda County. So it wasn't centered here. But, an earthquake sends out ripples. And you feel, you may feel it for miles. No, there was no damage. It was very small. No damage anywhere. But it was enough to shake the bed slightly. Because if you just laying, and that's a good way to feel an earthquake. If you're laying down in the bed and you're still, you gonna feel it. You gonna feel it shaking. And I was just laying there looking at TV, and the bed just started moving, and I knew Gizmo was in his crate, and my husband wasn't here, so it ain't no reason for the bed to be shaking other than an earthquake. I'm pretty sure there were aftershocks yesterday. I just didn't check the aftershocks were probably small. I just didn't check the USGS website. There were probably small aftershocks that, we didn't feel. But this is California. I am used to earthquakes. We have a lot of mild quakes. Yeah. If you've never been in an earthquake before, it's weird. It's a weird feeling. Yeah, it is. Hey, KK, it's extremely stressful when your pets are sick, because they can't tell you what's hurting. You're playing this guessing game. You don't know. They can't speak, and then you can't do for them like you do for yourself. Like, I want to put a heating pad on his little neck to make him, on his little neck and his little back to make him feel better, but that's irritating to him. He don't like heating pads. He don't like ice packs. He don't like nothing. So he just has to take the medicine and deal with the situation, unfortunately. But I mean, this is him being in his crate, him being crate bound for 2 weeks is helping his body heal. It's the best thing for him. I really cannot wait to go to Disneyland because I am a big kid at heart. And when you see the good thing about going to Disneyland, just me and my husband, and no grandkids. We ain't taking nobody. It's just gonna be me and him. Maybe we'll take the grandkids for Christmas. I want this trip to just be me and him because I want to be selfish. I want all the candy. I want the crowns and the Mickey ears, and I don't want to share that. I don't want to share that with nobody. I don't want to have to be, oh, okay, well, let's go in and buy you a Toy Story toy. And I done already spent $50 on you. And then I'm like, okay, well, I ain't going to spend another $50 on. No! I want the toys to be for me. I want all the cute Mickey ears, and I just want to have a good time. And, you know, go to the princess parties and all that stuff. I don't want to be thinking about nobody but myself. I just want to have fun. Because as a parent, you take your kids to places like Disneyland and to the fair, and you're making sure that they have a good time. You know what I mean? It's not about you. It's about the kid. It's about your kids. It's about them having memories and lasting memories and fun and a good time. And you're sacrificing your fun because you're trying to make sure that they have. I want to have fun. I want to be selfish. I'm going to Minnie's house. I'm going to everybody's house. Okay? My kids is gone. And I just want I want to go to the last time I went to Disneyland, I had my 5-year-old granddaughter, and it was just about making sure she had the best Disneyland experience she could have. I had her Minnie Mouse down to the socks. She had on Minnie Mouse panties and I had picked out all of these outfits for every day in Disneyland. We had different ears every day. We had clothes. She had Minnie Mouse everything. Because I wanted her to just have this great experience. This time I want it for me. I want the Minnie Mouse t-shirts and Hocus Pocus, because I think they have a whole Hocus Pocus thing because it's Halloween. I want the Hocus Pocus t-shirts and ears and everything. I want it all. I want it. Because see, my husband, he ain't gonna want all that shit. He gonna be like, go on, get it, girl, go. I don't care what you get. Just be happy. I'm gonna have it all, child. I'm gonna be out here. I'm gonna have a whole empty suitcase so I can bring back all my ears and headbands and everything. Okay? No, sweetheart, you have to stay. You have to. Y'all, he looking so beautiful. Look at him. No, baby, you can't come out, okay? You can't come out. You have to stay. You want to go to the bathroom? Mommy gonna take you to the bathroom in a minute, okay? I can't stand it when he looks sad because he don't want to be there. I'm gonna take you to the bathroom, okay? But you can't come out. You have to stay there. All right, y'all. We've been on here for 2 hours. I'm about to sit up here. I'm about to take my medicine. And I'm going to sit up here and watch all these Disneyland videos on YouTube. So I can see all of the places that I want to eat at Disney. All of the, all the cupcakes and drinks. Write down all the stuff that they doing that I see that I'm going to want to do. And I want to go at night too. Because a lot of people are, I guess the party is at, look like they have a whole bunch of memorabilia that you can get for the Halloween party thing. I want it all. So I got to look at all the stuff they getting. Because I want to get it too. I want to go have me some fun. I think they do still have the. Oh, it's raining that night. It's raining, but the party still. They still having the parade. I gotta watch Hocus Pocus again because I don't really remember it. I don't remember I know if I watch it, I'll remember, but I don't really remember it, and I gotta watch it again because Hocus Pocus is part of the whole Disney thing. There are people that their whole YouTube channel is dedicated to Disney. They go to Disney World or Disneyland every day. Their whole YouTube channel is Disney. So that's what I'm about to be watching. But I'm just watching the people that are doing the Halloween thing. I want to go to the character breakfast. But if I go to the character breakfast, I do want, now that's something that I want to do with the family. So maybe we'll do that for my 60th birthday. Because I want to bring my kids when I turn 60. I want them to come. And I want them to bring their kids. At least my sons, and they bring their kids. I know for sure my youngest son said he coming. And that's Amani's dad. So I gotta call and see if my grandson's mom will bring him. I think that'll be fun. Lucky said my cousins go all the time. They are in their early 30s. They have so much fun. They have so much Disney gear. What's it out? Oh, when we went to Disney, I had on, me and my husband, we had on like Minions t-shirts. And my granddaughter, we dressed her in Minnie. She had like Minnie Mouse, everything. I think we only went to Disney one day. But we stayed in LA like 3 days, I think. So like the whole time we were in LA, we had on like Disneyland stuff. Because we bought stuff from, not Disney, We bought like the ears and stuff from Disney, but we bought T-shirts and stuff from, because it's like so many places around Disney that sell T-shirts and souvenirs and stuff. So we bought like a whole lot of souvenirs and stuff from like little random shops. Oh, your cousin's aunt living in Santa Barbara? Yeah, we got family in Inglewood and another part of LA. So that's it, y'all. I'm finna go. My throat getting dry. And I think Gizmo's ready to go to the bathroom. So I'm gonna take him to the bathroom. And oh, let me show you guys my newest, what are these called? Argon. And I'm not sure what crystal that is. I ordered it from Amazon. Let me look on here and see. But I love these energy necklaces. You know, they vibrate energy. This is copper, and it's supposed to help to balance, to help keep your chakras in line. But I forgot what crystal. I thought, oh, here we go. Hold on. I'll be buying so much. Oh, malachite. Malachite. This is supposed to be malachite in here. I like these. I got a few of them. This is like these necklaces or have joined my newest collection of jewelry. So they have all different kind of crystals. You know, all they have different sizes of these. So I'm going to be wearing them in my videos and showcasing. So this is one of the ones that I got recently. So if you like them, they have them on Amazon. Just look up Argonite necklace and they'll pop up, or type in crystal jewelry. But if you type in Argonite necklace, all of them, you know, a lot of different sellers have them. So I do like different jewelry. I like jewelry, period. I like different pieces. I like stuff that other people probably, you know, won't wear because I haven't seen, you know, like you don't see too many people wearing these, especially us. I like to wear jewelry that other people, you know, don't really wear. I like to have things that are different. So thank you guys for all of your prayers for little Gizmo. Y'all keep sending him some good energy. I know this video is going to get demonetized because I see way too many words that YouTube don't like. So I might do another video. I always say that. I always be like, I'm going to come back and do another video later. And then I get comfortable and take my wig off. And you know, once I take this wig off, that's it, child. I ain't doing another video if I take this wig off. If I take this wig off and get up in my bed, I'm not doing another video. That's going to be that. Even though these wigs are so easy, you know, to put back on. All I got to do is just put it back on and put the comb on there and put my headband back on. But I don't feel like doing that. Because this, you know, I'm not wearing no lace front wigs. This is a headband, a half wig. It's not a headband wig, it's a half wig. And I put a headband on to cover my edges. But once I take this wig off, that's it. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't doing. Now, see, I don't mind leaving the house with just my twisties because I can just, you know, take my wig off, fluff my 2-strand twist out, and go. I don't care about that, but that's it. I ain't coming back. So y'all have a good day. Hey, Locked for Life. Y'all have a good day. I appreciate you. Thanks for coming. And I think that this is going to be a good time for me. So I know YouTube be tripping off of notifications. So between 11 and 11:30 is about the time y'all should start looking for me. That's about the time that I'm gonna come. So far, I like that little time slot. Okay. So I love you guys. Thank you for coming. Okay, Melissa, I'll see you all later. Bye.